The U.S. Geological Survey thought a previously unknown volcano erupted on the eastern seaboard last weekend, but upon further inspection, it was the Craftsman Truck Series race at Richmond. Pablo Escobar was El Jefe from the outset, leading a large chunk of laps, while Mark Martin was creeping his way through the field like that one guy who's officially too old to be at college parties. Martin was eyeing a top 10 finish, but a caution fell while he was on pit road, trapping him a lap down, making him feel like Fabio when he got hit by that bird. Except this bird hit Mark Martin right in the sack. He was not the only casualty, however, as Phil Soborowski's Pablo Escobar and Hank Hill, among others, were also in the same boat. Down the stretch, Ron Guay's investment in pit crew AR software paid off as Joe Dirt came out in the lead after the final round of stops, clinching Joe Dirt's second win of the season. And with that, let's get ready for the
Gentlemen, start your engines, brothers!
If you're looking for the heart and soul of NASCAR, you are in the right place. This is the 24th stop of the Craftsman Truck Series season in winter 2023 and one of the crown jewels on the schedule. We're here at storied Darlington Raceway for the Hooters Southern 200. All right, we got some time before the green flag to head down to Andre the Giant on pit road. Our intrepid pit reporter, what do you have for us?
Yeah, thanks, Chet. You know, there's a lot of history around this track. Really gets me erect and excited thinking about the atmosphere here. You know, they call this track the Lady in Black and Too Tough to Tame. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like my kind of woman. Pace truck is in turn 3, about to turn off here in a few moments. The fans are roaring right now in the stands. The beer is flowing like wine. The dew point is at about 180. Bulbous mosquitoes violating everyone. It's just a great Saturday night in South Carolina. We're heading up to you to the start. Starting the BeeZee's timer, buddy.
Thanks, Andre.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green. Grab that whip.
Andre likes to go on those big rants, and he forgot to mention that this is 147 laps of hot action. Around a 30-lap pit window, a little bit over 30, I think. And NASCAR has made the decision to turn off damage this race. And no random caution, but the cautions are on.
Truck outside.
It's just there's a lot.
Outside. Truck outside.
There's a lot of issues in turn 3. We'll have a turn 3 cam. It might be the Debbie Harry turn 3 cam again that we used in season 1. I'm not sure yet. I don't know what PBS has in store.
Stay low. Clear outside.
But my name's Adam. Thanks for checking out the video. The BeeZee's clock was definitely a necessity this race. Totally forgot to set it at Richmond. Instead of like set it and forget it, it's forget to set it.
I bet your body is glistening with sweat right now.
Yeah, given the hot racing action and the humidity in South Carolina, I felt it was best to use our BeeZee spotter pack. Really fluffing us up all race long, keeping us excited. And it's a long race, 147. You know, it's a little bit around 30 seconds a lap, so we're talking into the 70-minute mark, which is pretty long by my standards. But you got to do it. It's the Southern 500. What are you going to do? Yeah, the turn 3 issues, we'll see them pop up throughout the race. Sometimes it's just during just regular racing action, and other times it's on the merging on the pit road and stuff. And I didn't practice pit road entry here, but I'm giving myself one free mulligan on pit road entry, not getting a a commitment violation or whatever, because I didn't practice it. And looking at there now, you can see that the yellow marking there. I'm not sure if I have to get down before that or what. I just didn't practice it. So we'll get to cheat a little bit and clear a black flag if I get one on the first one. But also keep it on the up and up and not, give back any spots I might have gained or something. I don't know. Did a lot of MIP work here. This is the last MIP video I made. But my pride and joy is the press box up there. Among other things, I mean, there's a lot of cool things we did to this track. We did the Earnhardt Towers, although those were red. Those are the red ones from the base game. And I just threw Earnhardt Towers and Darlington Raceway on there. Perfectly timed BeeZee's timer as I still hit the wall. But no damage, baby. I had made a note and then I forgot to check. Andre also totally forgot to mention that Darth Vader's on the Yoo-Hoo pole yet again. I gotta check to see if that's an actual record. I think Michael Scott had 6 DNFs, but I'm not sure how many poles he had. So I should check that out. But as far as top 10 streaks at the back of the field, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has a 2-race top 10 streak. And some other trucks do too. I forget who. I remember Hank Hill. And if I have time to look at Dwight Schrute right now is P40, but he has a top 10 streak. And there's a third truck somewhere down there that has a top 10 streak. Smokey the Bear. Those trucks all have top 10 streaks.
Truck outside. Clear.
Did I say Hank Hill? It's not Hank Hill. I don't think Hank Hill has. Hank Hill started up here. Hank Hill doesn't have a top 10 streak. I forget who I said. Dwight Schrute, Smokey the Bear, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Those are the top 10 streaks. All right, we're in good shape. Haven't lost anybody off the field yet. Hot racing action. PBS Sports is all in. Definitely not going green. No, definitely not doing flag-to-flag coverage, but I'm guessing at the end of the race I'm going to be at the top of the fastest lap charts. But just the way the tire wear and everything was set up, I kind of have the jump on them in the early part of the run, and then they catch up to me as the tires wear. And it's just a really tricky track to dial in because these trucks will be racing side by side like Turd Ferg and Pablo Escobar are now. And if they do that for 2 or 3 laps, that A, slows their lap times down for me to compare myself to those times, and then B, their tire wear changes.
Clear.
And it's just a weird. Everything has to line up perfectly, pretty much, for me to get a good baseline. I didn't exercise the nuclear option and make a new truck file for Turd Ferguson, because he's had I think 2 mechanical DNFs. I remember Pikes Peak, and then 1 at Indianapolis. But all of his other DNFs are bad finishes, unless I'm forgetting one. They weren't mechanical; they were racing deals, or slamming into Dorothy under caution at Trenton. I remember that. So didn't make a new truck or car file for him like I did for Darth Vader, who was in the lead here early on. Conan O'Brien up there as well. Of course, Phil. See, we already had something in turn 3, and we didn't even get a call out for it. That just shows you the unexpected racing action that we're going to find here at Darlington. Andre the Giant on pit road. Do you have something about the turn 3 situation?
Not yet. I'm waiting for the the standings to cycle through. And if there's somebody not really far off the pack, then I really don't know what happened right now. Here, Chet. Yeah, I got nothing, but we'll have that shown during the race. And yeah, I don't know, brother. But I'm gonna stay with you here because we do have a field snapshot coming up, and I'll just lead myself into that.
Outside. Stay low. Too slow.
All right, Chet, here's the deal. Just saw the wreck,
Clear.
or the whatever happened in turn 3. It was Dorothy and Gritty. Doesn't seem like they even lost any positions there, so we're still looking okay. Darth Vader in the lead here. Looking good for Campbell Racing, even though Campbell Racing also has Gritty back there. The Phil Siborowski trucks, you got Conan O'Brien, Hank Hill, P2 and P3 right now. Pablo Escobar, P11. We're keeping an eye on that. The points leader, John Denver, is P29. And then you got Bob Vila, P35. And Joe Dirt hanging out in P40. There's just a lot of things to remember in the points wise. If I see a trend or something, I'll let you know, but that's all I got right now. Back to you.
Yeah, that's what we were expecting, Andre. We knew there was going to be issues in turn 3 this race, and I think we've only seen the tip of the iceberg. But thanks for getting to the bottom of who wrecked there. Lap 20, we got 128 laps to go. Pit stop should be coming in the next, I don't know, 8, 9 laps, something like that. We will be skipping little portions of the race here and there. And if there are any turn 3 shenanigans, we'll keep you abreast. All right, we're on lap 29. We did have another turn 3 dust up, and it was Walker Texas Ranger and MacGruber. And MacGruber did end up losing a bunch of spots, it looked like. Conan O'Brien and Darth Vader having a big battle for the lead right now up ahead of me. And the first round of pit stops is looming. Newman trying to make a move on Hank Hill. Okay, this is gonna bunch this up, and all these trucks behind us are gonna catch up. Not good.
That truck is the leader, big man. Truck outside.
Yeah, but Conan O'Brien got caught
Still
out.
there. The leader is in your rear view mirror back there. Clear outside.
Well, I sent Conan O'Brien into the wall there because I wasn't expecting the pit stop there, but he's all right. Sorry about that, Phil.
Remember in there, big guy, rubbing's racing. You gotta rub another man for a while, then that's what you gotta do. Keep digging.
That's what I just did. I just rubbed Conan O'Brien. I'm going in this time by... Yeah, we have pitters for sure.
.45 is the speed limit. 45, 3,500 in seconds. The leader is on pit road.
Let's hope we don't have any issue. I mean, if
Don't speed on pit road.
I'm definitely conscious of not abusing my fuel mileage and staying out to avoid going down a lap with everything that happens in turn 3, but I don't know. Probably have a turn 3 cam
The leader is on pit road.
going right now for during pit stops. So we may miss. You may miss some of the action on pit road if there's wrecks in turn 3.
Go, go, go. Hit and get. Keep it under 4 or 5. 45.
And there's just a lot of moving parts. I might miss some things. I don't know.
Clear of pit lane. Get going.
Conan O'Brien didn't want to scoot coming out of pit road, or else I would have let him go. No, he's coming. I'll let him go because I tossed him into the wall earlier.
Wherever he can. Outside.
All right, here comes the trouble
Clear
spot.
outside.
Let's hope no one wrecks. The action is hot on pit road right now. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. How the hell is he up here?
Truck inside. Clear.
Hang on to her. There you go. Oh, man.
I bet your body is glistening with sweat right now.
It is a hot one. I got a big run on Caesar, but not enough. It's not worth diving into this turn. Man, Chad Crow. I don't know what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is doing. He's had 2 amazing finishes recently, and here he is again jumping into the top 10 out of nowhere. Darth Vader held on to the lead through pit stops. Conan O'Brien still up here, so that stripe I gave him didn't affect him too much. Turd Ferguson, Godzilla up here in the top 10. That's good to see for Godzilla. Just waiting for him to collapse eventually. Smokey the Bear has a top 10 streak. He's P22. And yeah, something must have happened somewhere because Dwight Schrute. Where is Dwight Schrute? He has a top 10 streak. I'm trying to find him in the middle of turn 3 and 4. He's P38, so I guess not. John Denver. One of the, I think he's in the points lead right now. Him or Joe Dirt above Vila, but John Denver is at the back of the pack right now. Of the field, I should say. Bob Vila's P30, Joe Dirt P25. And another guy we don't talk about a lot in the points race, but I think we have to start including him, is Edward Scissorhands. He's been in the top 10 for a long time. And he's running P14 right now. Mark Martin, the eventual champion, obviously, running P8. All right, we are on lap 48. Skipped a decent chunk there, but we're setting up for a field snapshot, and we got about 10 laps left until pit stops. Andre, what do you got?
Yeah, Chet, you have Hulk Hogan now in the lead over Darth Vader. You said about 8 laps. There's probably about 10, 11, 12 laps to go. So just shut your mouth before pit stops. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, as you said, I mean, you stole my thunder. You talked about all this stuff already. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has moved up for Chad Crow, and Chad Crow also has Newman up there. And I meant to check to see where Chad Crow's 3rd truck is, and I'll find him for you. Alex Trebek is P28, so it's shaping up to be a good one for Chad Crow, but a bad one for B Spinney. The points, the owner's championship points leader coming into this, he has Daenerys Targaryen in P24, but then he has MacGruber and Dwight Schrute in P35 and 36. Of course, MacGruber was in that incident with Walker Texas Ranger earlier in the race. John Denver still in P37. Marie Antoinette bringing up the rear of the field. And that's all I got for you right now.
Thanks, big guy. Yeah, smacked the wall, unpausing the game out of that coming when I was saving the snapshot. No damage, thankfully. Yeah, and Andre's right. We got about... Now, we have about 9 laps left until pit stops. And I'm going to stay on Conan O'Brien's window. Because we pitted with him, came out with him. So whenever he pits, I pit. If he gives me enough warning. If not, I have to go around one more time. And Godzilla's actually on my case right now. To the point where I'm letting him go. But he doesn't want to go. Coward move. You don't associate with Godzilla with being a coward, but he just wouldn't want to. He just didn't want to go there. I don't think Godzilla has emotions, period, but... I mean, this is... You want to talk about the dog days of summer. It's fun running at Darlington, but we're in just this middle chunk of this race where I'm just focusing, trying to win this points championship. Conan O'Brien with a power move there to get ahead of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And Godzilla's lurking again. Still no DNS. We haven't had any dust-ups in turn 3. I will still be astonished if we don't get a caution here somewhere, somehow. Tell you what, this difficulty is so sharp that I don't even think I can gain a spot on the track. Maybe coming, maybe in the first 4 or 5 laps after a pit stop where the tires are fresh and I can use them up. But after that, it is just tough sledding. Gotta hope for some kind of a bobble, and you really don't get them. But I will keep in mind short pitting. But you don't want to risk that with the turn 3 here, so I don't know. But, I mean, the drop-off is over 2 seconds from fresh tires to worn tires. You can gain a lot of time on the track if you short pit 2 or 3 laps, but I don't think it's worth the risk. Especially when I'm in P8 and in a championship battle, and I got to rack up points. Tell you what, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's falling off from this next group of trucks. I gotta get around him here. Godzilla's hauling the mail behind me as well. Oh yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has something going on, but I can't dive on him here. At the same time, we've actually gotten closer to the next group. Godzilla's still with us. I don't know. You can cut the tension with a knife as the pit window approaches. I just don't want to wreck anybody going down into the pits. No one in the lead little gaggle of trucks has pitted yet. I don't see anything happening on pit road right now. This would be the best time to make a pass, but he might be pitting. I don't know. Pit stops probably next time by if they haven't started yet. Son of a bitch. Alright, Darth Vader looks like he's dipping in. There goes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but I'm pitting next time by with Conan O'Brien in the gang. Godzilla might be coming in too. I almost scraped the wall there. Conan staying out. Oh man, thank you, Conan. If their wreck comes out, we're in good shape.
The leader is on pit road.
I hate to do it, but I'm praying for a caution right now. Get some of these trucks trapped a lap down.
You don't say much in there. You're just a working stiff, ain't you?
I'm saying a bunch, buddy. Still no trouble in turn 3 during pit stops. That's pretty wild. There goes Conan. There goes us.
.45 is the speed limit. 45, 3,500 in second.
All right, I heard some scraping on the wall. I heard something going on.
Don't speed on pit road. 3,500 in second.
That's why damage is off. Julius Caesar pitting right in front of me. Or behind me. You know what I mean.
We're giving you 1 can of fuel here. The leader is on pit road.
Alright, let's go out with them.
Go, go, go. Shit and get. 4-5 is the speed limit. 45, 35.
Edward Scissorhands, that sneaky bastard.
Clear of pit lane. Get going.
I think Andre said he was P14. Or maybe I did.
There's what he can. The leader is on pit
I don't know.
road.
I'm making sure there's no wrecks here. Oh, fresh tires here are amazing. All right, there's Godzilla. I definitely think I lost the spot, though, to Edward Scissorhands. Just amazing. R.A. Kaiser pit stops.
Okay, you're doing good, but you gotta go all in. All the way in.
Perfectly timed moan there. That file is just a good job one that just randomly plays after a call out. And I felt like that moan is the perfect perfect punctuation at the end of some of those calls.
I bet your body is glistening with sweat right now.
Oh. All right, let's see. Looks like pit stops have cycled through. We're gonna. No field snapshot because right now I'm, again, most likely panned up from pit road and showing the hot action, showing where your truck ended up after pit stops. Like I think we found like a nice balance. I don't want to spend too much time making. Am I going to make a snapshot every lap? You know, to show where your trucks are at. But you should have a pretty good idea where your trucks are at. Anything short of, I mean, I would love to have a ticker, a live ticker going all the time, and I've explored that, but that's more of a replay, watching the race thing than it is, live and all that. I don't know. Just, it's something I might explore for the next season. But haven't had too many complaints. I actually had some people saying those field snapshots, the slow motion stuff is good. I don't know. I mean, we always innovate here at PBS Sports. Yeah, I dropped back to P10. I think I was running P8, so I lost 2 spots. I don't even know who I lost those spots to. I know Edward Scissorhands was one of them. With 77 laps to go here in the Hooters Southern 200. Hulk Hogan still out in the lead. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has moved up to second place. Turd Ferguson trying to correct a season of woes is in P5. Conan O'Brien still in the top 10. My boy Julius Caesar up there. Newman, of course, Edward Scissorhands in front of me, and Mark Martin P10.
Education got you down? Well, step into it. Step into a Slim Jim. Turn to the spice, that beefy, juicy taste.
What is the meaning of this?
Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim.
PBS Sports coverage of the Hooters Southern 500 continues here on PBS Sports. Stay tuned after the race for an all-new episode of Call the Midwife. If you need a midwife, call the midwife. In today's episode, midwife Jan was out on the town, and someone elsewhere in town needed a midwife. And they called her, and we'll see what happens after that. Let's call the midwife after the race, only on PBS. I have no idea what that show is about at all. We're coming up on lap 84 here. We've had some things go on during the commercial. We'll let Andre walk us through some things. Once Fleetwood Mac, once Marie Antoinette gets past the start-finish line.
Yeah, thanks, Chet. We got about 6 laps till this next round of stops. Hogan's still in the lead, but Abdul-Jabbar's chasing him down. This whole group of trucks back to Mark Martin has started to slowly catch up to those lead trucks. Big gap, relatively speaking, back to Oscar the Grouch in P11. Joe Dirt, someone in contention for the points championship, is P14 right now. That's big. Nathan Jessup, don't sleep on him, P18 right now. And Bob Vila, P19. A lot of big names. Going through the rest of the field, Pablo Escobar dropped to P22 for Phil Soborowski, but he still has Hank Hill and Conan O'Brien up in the top 10. And Dwight Schrute moved up to P31 for B Spinney. I don't know. There's just there's too much to talk about. But also, we'll show a replay after the snapshot. But your mom went down 2 laps during the commercial break. I got nothing. I got nothing.
Hey, I don't blame you, Andre. I know it's difficult to keep track of everything. And I know personally, I started mentioning Jacob and Deanna a lot recently because internally in my head, I've been thinking, like, who am I not, what truck owners am I not calling out a lot? And R.A. just the names. You know, hey, there's the R.A. Kaiser truck. I don't think I say R.A. Kaiser that much. But Chad Crow, we've been talking about him a bunch in the points. Phil recently been talking about him. Campbell Racing, we always talk about him with Vader. Bryce, we always talk about him with Turd Ferguson. And Dumbman Low has Bob Vila up there. We talk about him a lot with Godzilla. B Spinney. We talk about B Spinney a bunch. Actually, probably not a lot. I don't know. I think it's all equal. There might be somebody out there that's like, man, you don't talk about my trucks enough or whatever. RFY Racing. Matt Geiger. That's it. If I'm forgetting somebody, that means I suck. But I think I've mentioned everybody here. Unless all your guys are in the bottom 10, because I'm cycling through the standings right now to refresh my memory. No, we talk about everybody, and then AC Racing has 7 trucks. So anyway, lap 89. And I'm in, this is the same boat we were in with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, where I seems like I can pass Edward Scissorhands here at the end of the run. But I can't. I think Andre was supposed to tell because with Hulk Hogan in the lead right now, Andre there in that last snapshot was supposed to remind everyone of his big wrestling match with Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 3, and Andre totally forgot. It was in the production notes. Anyway, we have lap 91, and I'm guessing it's been a little bit after 30, so I'm guessing we're still a couple laps from pit stops here. And then we still have one more round of stops after this one. No wrecks in turn 3 since those first 2 dust-ups with Gritty, Dorothy, and then Walker and MacGruber. Haven't seen any smoke, anything billowing in turn 3 since then. Hogan dumping down on the pit road to see if anyone else jumps down. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar down on pit road. That really bunched up this group.
The leader is on pit road.
Thankfully, no one's behind me. And I'm sticking with Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien didn't pit until the 3rd time around. So I'm using that as my mark here. I'm not pitting till the 3rd time around. But if I get plenty of warning here that he's pitting, then I will go with him. No, he's staying out. Good job. A bunch of us are staying out. Of course, Bryce. He goes a lap down with 3rd.
The leader is on pit road.
All right, these are here. Okay, my pit stop's coming up. No, Conan O'Brien's staying out. I'm staying out with Conan. This might hurt us. This is the gamble right here. I should have pitted there. If a caution comes out, we're in great shape. But right now, we're losing over 2 seconds per lap.
You know, you don't stay much in there. You're just a working stiff, ain't you?
Versus the fresh tires that are going to be coming out onto the track. So hopefully we get a caution right about now. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So Conan O'Brien has led us astray. Newman staying out an extra lap. That's probably hurting Chad Crow tires-wise. Or it's going to help him if a caution comes out.
45, 3,500 in second. The leader is on pit road.
Julius Caesar pits in the stall in front of me. I think I'm in good shape there. He's already pitted, I believe.
No speed on pit road.
Yeah, no shit, dummy. Okay, come on. No caution. Or do we want a caution right now? Oh, we got smoke in turn 2. Or in turn 1, right up ahead of me.
Go, go, go.
I just...
Get. 4 or 5.
I saw that at the last minute and I was trying to scribble something on my notepad about this wreck in turn 1. I don't know what that is.
Clear pit lane. Get going.
I just wrote lap 96Y for yellow, but it wasn't a yellow. I don't know.
Where's when you can.
But I'm guessing I'll just have some pit road cam that shows everything.
Pit road. I'll tell you who's a good actor. That there, Joe Manganiello from those Magic Mike movies. I'll tell you who's a good actor. That there, Joe Manganiello from those Magic Mike movies.
As I've said, that is the, you're racing the car in front. You're racing the truck in front. The next 2 trucks are forward position.
The leader is on pit road.
As I mentioned earlier in the race.
Okay, you're doing good, but you gotta go all in.
All the way in. The best time to make a pass right now is on fresh tires. That's what I'm trying to do here. Oh, I got him. Stay up there.
Outside.
Stay up there, Conan.
Clear outside.
Excellent. It looks like this is the entire front pack. Or no, Hogan's still up there. I think your mom is down a cylinder. It seems like she's holding up this entire group. Hogan and Abdul-Jabbar
Listening with sweat right now.
have run away from the field. 4 seconds ahead of the field right now.
Truck outside. Still there. Stay low.
Yeah, the field. Your mom's messing up the field right here, and I'm taking advantage of it.
Still there. Clear.
Alex Trebek dropped a P33 after the
Outside.
pit stops.
Still there.
How did Joe Dirt get up here? The winner at Richmond, and here he is, P7. That might be a case of him being one of the first trucks on pit road each time, and just gaining, 6 seconds a run on the fresh tires. That's my guess.
Slow. Clear.
Yeah, you can tell, and they're scared to pass your mom. Oh, they're going way too slow.
Keep high.
I'm glad I didn't glad I didn't cause a wreck there.
Keep high.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, those leaders.
All clear.
A couple laps ago, I called that they were 4 seconds ahead of the group. Now they're 6. Kurt Ferguson really has to lay into your mom here, and we had some kind of trouble. Oh no, that's me. That was me last lap. Never mind.
Outside.
I was gonna say there's smoke in turn 3, but that was me.
Still there.
Oh, this is awful.
Clear. Outside. Stay low. Clear.
Somebody's got to make a move on her. Somebody's got to do something. Darth Vader's charging.
Outside.
Still nothing.
Still there.
Guys, the entire field is catching up to us here.
Clear outside.
This is a recipe for disaster. I'm telling you right now.
Two wide. Two of them outside.
And we got Oscar the Grouch. I tried to push Newman up top.
Keep low.
All right. Okay, Darth Vader got around your mom. So I'm charging as well.
Stay low.
There we go.
Stay low.
There's a wreck waiting to happen back there. I'm telling you right now. Andre, give it to us. What do you got?
Yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, me and Hogan, we go way back. We had a big battle at WrestleMania 3. Kind of a passing of the torch moment. I had had my day in the sun, and I was just not getting around as well. And I let Hogan beat me at WrestleMania 3, and the rest was history. And that makes me think that the confidence I gave him has a lot to do with him being at the front right now, although Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is right on him. Meanwhile, the field is now 10 seconds back from him and Hogan and Abdul-Jabbar because of your mom holding everybody up. There's just an entire line of men behind your mom right.
I got to interrupt you, Andre, because there's a caution that came out. We're going to show everything. And I'm guessing it had something to do with your mom.
Pit road is closed.
All right, we're going to have pit stops here with 39 to go, so I think
Pit road is now open. Ready for you to penetrate it.
once everything settles out here,
45, 35,
this is going to be, these should be 4 tires and then a splash and go at the end. I'm putting on 4 tires here. I don't care what these other trucks are doing.
Don't speed on pit road, 3,500 in seconds.
We do have some trucks staying out, though.
Pit road. The pace truck can turn 1.
I still haven't seen the caution. I'm going to look at it after pit road.
The pace truck can turn 2.
Yeah, Hogan's putting on 4. I think everybody's putting on 4. If your truck stayed out here, that's not good. I really don't think that's good.
The pace truck's on the back straight. Go, go,
But
go, shit and get.
I think some trucks are only putting on 2 tires here or something.
3,500 in seconds.
No, never mind.
Clear of pit lane, get going. Get behind 8. There's when you can.
Sitting here in silence, letting you see how your trucks do on pit road, and I'm waiting for the numbers to get smaller rapidly. And it looks like Alex Trebek's off pit road, and I think he was back in P40, so we should be good to go. Your mom's still on pit road, it looks like, or she's dropping. I don't know. All right, the field is in turn 2, getting ready for the restart. There'll be 35 to go at the line. Let's go to Andre. What do you have from all these pit stops, Andre?
The next time you interrupt me, I will body slam you through the earth. We have John Wilkes Booth, Bigfoot, MacGruber, and Marie Antoinette stayed out from the best of my knowledge. Hulk Hogan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar still out there in the lead, but the field we did see the wreck with Turk Ferguson and Pete Rose during that one caution, during those one pit stops, and then we saw what brought out the caution there with Fleetwood Mac and Marie Antoinette. But we're going green, and the field's got to watch out for your mom here on the inside. She's going to slow everyone up, but I'll send it up to you.
Surprised you got all that out, Andre, in time.
You can take your shirt off in there if it gets too hot.
I'm not worried about that right now. We got to figure out what's going on with your mom. And there might be some weird pitting coming up. These trucks that stayed out might be like, oh shit, we better pit.
Outside.
I don't know. Your mom's kind of taking off on everybody here now.
Truck outside. Clear. Truck outside.
But this is a sneaky way to try to steal the win here for me.
Stay low.
Using this bunch up.
There. Clear.
Your mom's really taking. Holy shit! I don't know what was going on with her on that one run or whatever. Whenever she was holding everybody up, which was definitely the cause of that wreck.
Outside.
Oh, poor Hulk Hogan, man.
Stay low. Clear.
Don't feel too bad for RFY. He has John Denver at the top of the standings, but the Hulkster has had a rough season. Really would have given him a boost of self-confidence.
Truck outside.
But I'm getting under Darth Vader here.
Still there.
And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar too. It sucks for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because he has been the bridesmaid a bunch this season.
Keep low.
A lot of like P2, P3, P4 finishes can never get that win.
Clear outside.
Your mom, I don't understand how your mom took off. Here, I really don't. But I got Turd Ferguson in the wall behind me. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to cause that. All right, I'm P7 right now. This is great. I'd love to win. But I don't know. I'm not counting any chickens right now because we still have one more round of pit stops coming up. We still have turn 3 being a difficult trouble spot. Oh, come on, Hogan. But yeah, how I do the snapshots is I'll pause the game, and especially now with Andre the Giant, I'll pause the game, save the replay, and then I'll start a stopwatch on my phone when Andre starts talking about the field and everything. And then I'll still be paused talking about the standings as Andre. Looking at the standings while talking about them is very helpful. Instead of, you know, side-eyeing them when I'm going down the stretch, going down the back stretch into turn 3, you know. But I start a stopwatch on when he talks, and when I'm done talking about the standings, I make note of the time it takes, and then whenever I start up the unpause the game and start racing again, I have that timer going that's going to match the amount of time it took Andre to talk about the standings. So sometimes if I am in the middle of a turn or something and I miss my mark basically to start talking again, there'll be a few seconds delay from when I'm able to start talking again. But with that last caution, I have no idea how I'm going to edit that because that wreck came out probably in the middle of Andre talking during the snapshot.
Clear.
So I know I'm gonna have to just abruptly cut him off somewhere. Me. So.
Outside. Stay low. Clear outside.
Wow, your mom. I'm still trying to figure out how your mom went from being slow to
Truck outside.
running away from everybody here. This is all for the lead, but MacGruber and Marie Antoinette, I think their tires are showing. And John Wilkes Booth, we just left him in the dust on the high side
Still there?
with his tires. So
You know, you don't say much in there. You're just a working stiff, ain't you? Clear outside.
that working stiff call out is for P4. So I've been in P4 a bunch. And it usually happens during pit stops when you're gaining spots. Or when trucks in front of you pit, you know. Tell you what, that's really going to hurt your mom's chances to at least break into the top 10. And we got to start talking about the Legends Series, too. The top 10 AI trucks will move on to that eventual Legends Series with the top 10 trucks from 3 other seasons. And we haven't really been talking about it that much, but we will. We'll start hammering that home down the stretch these next couple races.
Stay high.
Joey Season with a power move there on me in that one turn. My one earbud fell out. I'm trying to stick it back in while on the high banks of Darlington. Yeah, MacGruber's holding them up. I'm going to get around Smokey.
Outside. Keep low.
Yeah, it just sucks.
Clear outside.
And I got Chad. I mean, I hate to do it, Chad Crow. No. Bring out
Okay, we
Dolce-Bar.
got P3.
I had a little bit of a bobble there.
P3, we should celebrate and go fell trees together tomorrow at my cabin upstate.
Yeah. But he refuses to make a move. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and a lot of these trucks
Truck outside.
refuse to
That
make a
truck is
move.
leader, big man. Still
So
there.
I think
Clear. Truck
I got to make
outside.
that
Stay low.
what do you call drafting distance or whatever in the
You're blowing everybody. I forgot to say away again, didn't I? Still there.
Make the,
I feel good
drafting
about our
distance-
chances today. This is hot stuff.
Shut up. Got to make the drafting distance smaller. So they'll actually attempt passes. And I'm kind of nervous about my tire wear now because I'm going to be... I've usually had a truck in front of me.
Down to it here. 20 laps to go. That is some alpha male driving out there.
Yeah. I usually have a truck in front of me policing me a little bit. I don't want to wear my tires out here. But your mom has gained back all of her laps. She's actually on the lead lap. And she could get a caution here and maybe even gain some spots. Big comeback for your mom. And with 19 to go, boy, I took it a little bit easy on this one lap, and they come right at me. What was I going to say? 19 to go. I don't know. A can of fuel is 15 laps. I'm guessing these are going to be splash and goes at the end here. Oh, this would be really nice to win this thing. Start 40th at Bristol. Yeah, be on the back. You got to take the points where you can get them. I was going to say I was going to be on the back stretch at Bristol. Oh, we have a wreck on the front stretch. Something happened. No call out for that either. And that's just a matter of the trucks probably correcting themselves at like the perfect time, just under the window of where the game triggers a call out. But I'm guessing, I have no idea. I have no idea who's involved with that. But it does look like those trucks that did not pit under that caution are pitting now. Or something fishy's going on. Which probably led to that. Whatever happened on the front stretch. But yeah, Marie Antoinette, John Wilkes Booth, Bigfoot, MacGruber, all lapped down. Those are those trucks that stayed out. Not a smart move by those trucks at all. If I remember to show that. That's that wreck right there where we don't get a caution, we don't get even a call out. That's something I'll forget to show. But I think I'll see that smoke billowing when showing those pit stops, the John Wilkes Booth pit stops. And that'll remind me.
Coming up on the lapper.
Bigfoot. Now hang on, Bigfoot. No. The tires are gold here. Rubber is gold here. But I think they have too much time to make up. Or they don't have enough time to make up the time. Yeah. Oh, we had
back. There's a wreck turn forward.
Yeah, and it was your mom.
Truck down low.
And she's messing me up here. Your mom wasn't...
Outside.
I don't know what happened there. How funny would that be that we've gone all race without any big accidents in turn 3, like merging, and I'm guessing that looks like that's Marie Antoinette up here or MacGruber. Somebody got into your mom when they were coming off a pit road. Something's messed up here. Like, your mom is probably going to come around and pass me. Meanwhile, Bigfoot, on his fresh tires, just annihilated me. And then those trucks I'm on the same run with are really falling off. Or maybe they're behind your mom right now. Your mom's just... she's throwing a pick for me right now. I mean, Kareem was only 106 behind me at the line last time. He's 146, so I just gained 4/10. I'm guessing your mom's holding him up. Or that she was, anyway. And I've been kind of trying to run away from him, but now I gotta watch my tires. Because with splash and goes coming, tires are gonna be very important.
10 more laps to go. 10 to go.
Yeah, I feels like I'm on Easy Street here. And that's just a product of NR2003, and it's just a deal of, hey, I was racing with them all race, and I couldn't make passes, I couldn't run as fast as I could, and now that, I mean, basically, the handcuffs are off, and I can run the truck, and I'm saving my tires here, and I'm still running away from them. Pretty wild. With 9 to go, I'm turning off my tires, and we should see pit stops here.
No tires this time, boys.
I'm
giving you 1 can of fuel here.
1 can of fuel. It's about a 30-lap window, so 15 laps for a can. So I only have to do a half can, because with 7 laps to go...
Half can of fuel,
yeah.
Half can.
I'm really pulling away from them. And these are slow-ass laps. There's got to be pit stops coming. gained 3/10 on them there. What? All right, we got pit stops. Pit stops have begun. And I think I got to go in this time because I can't cheat the system. I got to go in for a splash this lap. Was planning on some kind of field snapshot there in this final chunk of the race, but just wasn't meant to be. Hopefully I showed some racing action, showed where your trucks are at.
4.5 is the speed limit. 45, 3,500 in second.
Now, this all comes down to, oh man, this all comes down to MacGruber and them. If their fresh tires are really going to give them a boost here.
3,500 in second.
Might have been the smartest play of all time, those trucks that stayed out.
5 laps to go.
All right, there's John Wilkes Booth right there. No, he won't be able to catch me because I'm in here for 3 seconds and heading back out.
Go, go, go. Shoot and scoot.
Yeah.
Keep it under 4.5, 45, 3,500 in second.
It should be totally fine.
Clear of pit lane. Get going.
Yeah, I don't know. I think John Wilkes... I'm trying to find where John Wilkes Booth is at. There's nobody even near me right now. I'm just cruising to a win. Tell you what, and I don't see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. There he is. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, he's 2.3 back. Basically kept the same interval. Hank Hill P3. Thank God Joe Dirt fell. I don't know what happened to Joe Dirt, but he's P24. No offense. I'm trying to save 10 bucks. Your mom's lap down. Conan O'Brien is back in P38 for Phil. Holy cow. Nothing really sticking out. The Hulkster he's dropped a P21 after leading a large chunk of this thing. Probably getting the extra bonus point, but wow.
Just 2 laps to go. We are approaching the climax.
Yeah, the field really got messed up. Well, hey, look at... they made the right move. Those trucks that stayed out, they're all popping up in the top 10 here. Bigfoot, John Wilkes Booth. Oh, I'm looking at the standings.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Bigfoot, John Wilkes Booth are up there. Marie Antoinette.
Yellow. You're racing back to the line
and
here.
MacGruber's in
Let's go.
11.
Okay, caution. We're under caution. Roll out of throttle, take a breath. Final lap, baby. Bring that ass to victory lane and spray champagne all over us. Hold your stack. There's a wreck at turn 3. There's trouble on pit road. There's trouble at turn 3. Get behind the pace truck. The yellow's out, buddy. You need to slow down.
We made it all race long, and then it seems like we finally got a caution for turn 3 shenanigans, which may have messed up somebody's race here big time. Oh my God.
Pit road is now open.
I haven't seen it
Ready
yet.
for you to penetrate it.
Most definitely showed it live. But this is the first race we're ending under caution, and I'm going to take the win. Oh, man. Yeah. Sometimes weird things happen with the field. I don't know why they just dropped off of me there.
That checkered flag is ours, baby. Your mom can't wait to hug you in victory lane, but I'll hug you first. Sorry, Mom. Get in line.
Get in line. I'm thinking everybody's crossed the start-finish line here. Darth Vader, son of a bitch. Gritty back there, too. I don't know who was involved in that wreck. I don't know who was involved with that wreck with your mom on the front stretch. Or in turn 4, and then there was a wreck during pit stops or something. Hopefully I'm able to find all that stuff.
Come around 33. Let him pass you.
I don't know what the spotter's yelling about, but I'm doing some burnouts here.
Let him pass you. Come around 33.
Very fitting.
Here. Bring it in and let's load her up. Get behind the
Two of the tracks I really went all in on.
Bring it in and let's load her up. Come around 33.
On the MIPS was Darlington and Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, and I've won these last 2 races. Shut up with the 33 truck. Who cares?
Come around 33.
I don't know where the 33 is at, big man.
Get behind the pace truck.
Shut up.
Come around 33.
That's just a win.
Let him pass you. Come around 33.
I guess I should go find the 33. I don't know.
We're done here. Bring it in and let's load her up. Get behind the pace truck. Come around 33.
He's all over the place. That's all she wrote. All right, let's take a look at these results. Mark Martin with the win, but we gotta talk about that wreck at the end of the race there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, another top 10 finish for him. We'll talk about why that's important when we look at the points. Bigfoot, sneaky good finish for Dumb Man Low. Turk Ferguson finally was able to get a good finish for Bryce. Newman for Chad Crow up there. Doc Holliday, haven't seen him in the top 10 recently, I don't think. Maybe at a road course somewhere, but good to see him. McGruber, we'll talk about why that's important. B Spinney, another good finish for McGruber. He's really coming on here late. Over on the right, Godzilla gets a good finish for Dumb Man Low. Smokey the Bear up there. We've been talking about him recently. Bob Vila, big points name there in P15. Looked like Albert Einstein pretty much survived that last wreck, but the other Campbell Racing trucks did not, unfortunately. And Joe Dirt there in P20. Going to the back page of the results. Nothing sticking out. I mean, John Denver, the big points name. P26 finish. Really couldn't gain spots here. I can't run. There's so many trucks involved in that final wreck. I'm trying to... Hulk Hogan had a big drop. I went through all the replays and I totally forgot to check what happened to him. Probably something to do with pit stops or something. But a huge drop. Maybe got stuck behind your mom or something. I don't know. Conan O'Brien was running in the top 10 and then he dropped off. So something happened with those two. If you're RFY and Phil, you might know and just leave a comment. Because yeah, I get to a certain point in editing where I'm like, oh, I totally forgot about that. No, I'm just gonna render this video. So, but the passion is there. It's just a lot to cover. Alex Trebek. I mean, he started up there. That's another bad finish for him. He's probably done. I mean, he's not gonna win the points championship now. And I mentioned McGruber before. That's a B Spinney truck. Both of his trucks were running near the back. I think all three of them were running single file together after McGruber got into Walker there early. But McGruber, he was one of those 4 trucks that stayed out. I forgot to mention that. If you rewind the video and go back to the first page, it was what? McGruber, Marie Antoinette, John Wilkes Booth, and somebody else. Bigfoot. And Bigfoot finished P5, McGruber finished P10. And if not for that wreck, and John Wilkes Booth finished P4. So they all finished up there except for my girl Marie Antoinette. She actually brought out the wreck. She was just a troublemaker this race, brought out a couple wrecks. But a lot of trucks were involved. Gritty and Vader were both involved in that. And Vader, again, just a huge drop-off. A bunch of those big trucks that dropped off from the beginning of the race, except for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He stayed up near the front because that's what he's been doing recently. And then your mom ended up finishing a lap down. And yeah, if there's a silver lining, looking at the bonus points, a bunch of these trucks, you know, if you were up there, you led a lap, so you got a bonus point. Hogan got the extra point for leading the most laps, and then you see Fleetwood Mac, McGruber, and Dwight Schrute got the 3 fastest laps of this race. And there I am again at the top of the charts. And I don't understand. I mean, lap 67 was my fastest lap too. So it's not like I got better throughout the race. I don't know. It's just a weird track to dial in. It doesn't have anything to do with me just taking off at the end. I still don't understand why they just decided to stop running hard once I got in the lead. I really don't understand it. But the difficulty will go up next time we're here. And here we are with the 6 races to go. Mark Martin still can't get into the lead here. Bob Vila, I made a point to show him in that last wreck. He just hugged the wall on the outside and got around it, and didn't get caught up in it. And that's probably why he's in the points lead right now. Joe Dirt down there, Edward Scissorhands. I mean, if we're gonna, I want to say Edward Scissorhands is worth talking about in this final push for the points. And if he's worth talking about, then 10 points. Newman's worth talking about, and then Caesar, then Jessup. You know, so all those top 10 trucks, and then we got to we got to start looking at the top 11 trucks, because the top 10 AI trucks go to the eventual Legends season. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar right there is in the Legends season right now. Unbelievable. He's been ass all season, and he's turning on for Chad Crow. And basically, Alex Trebek was helping out Chad Crow for a while in the Owners Championship race. And then Alex Trebek has really fallen off. Meanwhile, Newman and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar have stepped it up. So Chad Crow's having a lot of luck. But we're just a little over halfway through the Owners Championship points. So don't start cracking open champagne bottles yet there if you're Chad Crow. And then the Owners Championship points, which I was already just talking about anyway. Yeah, Chad Crow in the lead. But take a look at B Spinney. B Spinney has McGruber doing well every race now, but Dwight Schrute and Daenerys Targaryen there finished at the back here. They're starting at the front at Bristol, and that's a whole other monster. What's coming up at Bristol? Anything can happen. Those wrecks during pit stops can happen, and it might be an executive decision to turn off cautions at Bristol, so your truck doesn't get caught a lap down during those, because that's only when that's when the cautions come out. And I might come up with a rule that at exactly the halfway mark, when I hit the halfway mark and no one's on pit road, I'll double check, and then we'll bring out a competition yellow. But I don't know. I just don't want any trucks to get screwed over, and it just might be a free-for-all at Bristol. We have RFY, RA Kaiser, Delmail. It's tight up there. There's top 5 trucks, and then 6 trucks, 7 trucks down to fill, or teams. And then, sorry, Bryce and Jacob and Matt and Campbell. I mean, it's just, but like I said, we're only halfway through a little bit over halfway through the Owners Championship race. A lot can happen. I mean, if you've been having some bad luck, things can turn around. McGruber out of nowhere for B Spinney, but time is running out. So, but yeah, Mark Martin, big win. I'm on the road to saving $10, hopefully. But we got 6 races to go. We got Bristol, Memphis, Talladega, Texas, North Wilkesboro, and 1980s Atlanta. It's getting exciting. But all right, thanks for watching.